Hello, everybody. I hope you're behaving. So today's lesson is called Translations. My copy is in color. Sorry, yours is in black and white. But anyways, all right, go ahead and start by folding your notes. Let's fold them up. So there are 4 types of transformations. We already learned about dilations. Dilations was to enlarge and reduce. And now today we're going to talk about translations. So translation means you slide an image. You see this SL? That SL stands for slide. So we're going to be sliding an image. So let's say we have a triangle. It's the exact same triangle, and you just slide it in a different area. That's a translation. So we're going to be using algebraic representations. Remember that this is the rule, okay? All right. Here at the bottom, we have some notes about coordinate planes. Just a reminder, you have your X and Y. Here are the X coordinates. We have positive X coordinates, negative X coordinates, your positive Y coordinates, and your negative Y coordinates. Open it up. So the first column, number 1, the first notes here. So because a translation is a slide, here they're showing us that triangle ABC translated 9 units to the right. So you would, wherever this vertex is, you move 9 units to the right, 5 units down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is the new spot for the primes. When that happens, anytime you move left or right, that is a movement on the X. Anytime you move up and down, that's a movement on the Y. So if you move to the right, it's a positive move. If you move to the left, that would have said negative. For the Y, moving up and down, if it's a negative, you move down. If this would have said +5, then that means you would have moved up. So let's look at an example here. This one, number 1. So this one says quadrilateral QRST is translated 6 units to the right and 7 units down to create a new quadrilateral. Okay, you start with the first one. It says 6 units to the right. That means your X is going to move to the right. So you would say X plus 6. The next one is the Y movement. Since it's moving 7 units down, you would say Y, and then it's moving down, so you say -7. And that's the rule. Okay, number 2. It says figure HIJK is translated 3 units to the right and 5 units up to create figure H prime, I prime, J prime, and K prime. Okay. Okay, so 3 units to the right means we're going to move the X and we're going to move it 3 units. So it's +3. 5 units up means we're going to move on the Y and we're going to move up 5. That's the new rule. Number 3. Okay. This is transformed to create Q prime, R prime, S prime. So here's a note. It moved to the left, right? Now, since our X moved to the left, it would definitely have to be X minus because we're moving to the left. So now you're going to count how many units did it move to the left, and it moved 9 units. You count the 9 units. Did it move up and down? Let's see. Did it move up and down? Looks like it didn't, so you just leave Y alone. So Y stays. Y didn't move, so it's just Y. Number 4 is translated 8 units to the left and 4 units up. So you would say X minus 8. And 4 units up means Y plus 4. It's always X first. That's the left and right. Y is up and down. The figure shows triangle DEF. Graph the image of the triangle after translation of 3 units to the right and 7 units down. Okay. So start with E. Let's start with E. So we're going to go 3 units to the right. So you move this one, 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to move 7 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the new spot for E prime. Okay, we're going to do F. So again, we're going to do the same thing. 3 to the right. 1, 2, 3. And then 7 down. So this is F prime. And now we're going to do D. So you're going to do 3 to the right. 1, 2, 3. 7 down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put a new dot. And then we're going to call it D prime. And then you connect your dots. Okay. Okay, let's go to this one. So this one says triangle MNP has vertices shown on the table. Find the vertices of M prime, P prime. I think this is supposed to say N right here. after translation of 7 units to the right and 1 unit down. Okay, so the rule is going to be the same for all of them, right? We're going to do 7 units to the right, 1 down. So you would write the rule. So here we have, it's XY, your original, and it yields the new, anytime you move left or right, that's your X value. And if it moves to the right, it's going to be a positive. So we're moving plus 7. Your Y is going to be up and down. Because you're moving down, it's going to be minus 1. So that's the rule for all of them. So your original, we're going to add 7. So here's your negative 4. You're going to add 7 to that. So it would be negative 4 plus 7, like this. So M prime would now be at 3. And then your Y is at negative 3, and we're going to subtract 1. So that would be negative 3 minus 1, which is negative 4. So that's the new vertices for M prime. Okay, so we're going to do the same rule for all of them. Go ahead and write the rule for each of them. We're going to add 7. Okay, so now find N prime. Go ahead and do that real quick. While you're doing it, I'm going to do it quietly. And now do P prime. And there they are. Let's go to number 2. So it says triangle ABC was transformed to create triangle A prime, B prime, C prime. Which rule best describes this transformation? Okay, so here you can see all the different rules. Here they're saying X does not move at all, so it didn't move left or right. And here it moved down 7 spots. So you check here. You went from A to A prime. It looks like it did move down. I don't think it moved left or right, so you want to check if it moved down 7. Letter G says negative Y. So that just means opposite of Y. It cannot be G because it has to say plus or minus for the movement. H is saying that the shape moved to the left 7 units, and it does not move to the left because then it would go from here to here. So it's not H. And then J says negative X. We are not doing that. We are adding or subtracting now. So the best one is F. Okay. All right. Go ahead and get started on the assignment.